Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. Welcome back to the Chemisphere. If you're new here, I am Kimberly, aka the Passport Traveler, and welcome. If you're returning to the Chemisphere, thank you for being here. I am on this is my new channel, y'all know. This is Kimmie Life with Kimmie at 62. Yes, I'm 62. I will be 63 years old, January the 2nd, 2026. I was sitting here thinking, I've been watching videos. I'm on YouTube because I'm off TikTok, thank God, for I don't know how long. And I was thinking, here we are. We're 40, 50, 60, however old you are watching this video. And then sometimes you sit and you wonder, like, where the hell did life go? Or you're one of those people that don't give a damn because you're glad to be here in the moment. Some of us grow up, when we're little kids, or any little kid, when you see little kids and when we were children, we didn't care about being naked because we didn't know we were naked. We would eat dirt, I guess. I don't know because I don't remember, but I've seen little kids eat dirt, lay in the dirt, put the dirt in their hair, throw sand on the other kids. They don't give their clothes match. They eat off the ground. They'll drop their food and pick it up and eat off the ground like it's nothing. And nothing happens to them. And then you have those older people who start saying things like, don't eat that, it's dirty. Don't lay on the ground, you're going to catch a cold. Ew, put some clothes on. You shouldn't walk bare feet, that's nasty. And it's kind of like, now you're tainted. At first life, you were so innocent, just doing whatever you wanted to do. There were no restrictions. You didn't know what rules were. And then some miserable person who we didn't know was miserable at the time because they only know what they were taught, started saying these little things to us and making us feel self-conscious about what we're doing. We ate off the ground yesterday, but next week it was too dirty to eat off the ground. And you become aware of your nakedness. You become aware of your dirtiness. You become aware of your fucking ignorance because you've been told about it. It's like Adam and Eve, the story of Adam and Eve. They ate the fruit and all of a sudden they became aware of this stuff, of the things around them, of their nakedness and their stupidness, I guess. I don't know. And then you grow up. And then you end up, and then you're introduced to this institution, this pre-prison training. You're introduced to a system that starts to train you and control you. One of the systems is religion. The other system is the school system. The school system it's a camp to control you. It prepares you for jail, prison, the military. Tells you what time to get up, what time to sit down, what type of writing instrument to use, what type of paper should you use. You better not use that kind of paper. Sit up, stand up straight, shoulders back, head up. You cannot eat. I don't care how hungry you are. You cannot eat until 11:15. And you better eat all that food by 11:45 or throw it in the trash. Ring the bell rings. It's time to go back to class. Ring the bell rings. It's time to, school's over. And here we are. People ask us things like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And when you're a little kid, you say, oh, I want to be a doctor, lawyer, astronaut. I want to be a bag lady. When I grew up, I want to be a Barbie. I want to be a princess. I want to be a king. Because you're young and you don't know nothing. You don't know that those things are going to be almost impossible in this great world that they brought us into. We didn't ask to be here, no. We did not ask to be here. Our parents brought us here through our father's sperm and we're going to own through us coming out of the mother's womb is how we ended up here. We don't know nothing. We don't know anything. But we're born so innocent until the grown people taint our minds. And then all of a sudden we're aware of, the bullshit. Remember being a kid and pretending? We pretended to be mothers, doctors, lawyers. We pretended to be Indians and cowboys when I was little. We pretended to be police officers. See, the thing about being grown and being an adult is we don't have to keep living what people told us we were, what people told us we were supposed to be. No, we get to choose our life now. We get to choose our destiny. We get to choose what we do when we wake up in the morning. Of course, the universe and the weather it takes a part in all of this, but we get to choose what we want to do now. You at some point you grow up and you put this mask on. Some people that are afraid or they don't know how to be who they are, they don't know who they are, they end up wearing the mask. And usually you're wearing the mask, you're wearing your mother's mask. You're being the person your mom wants you to be, or you're wearing your father's mask, and you're being the person that your father wants you to be. Or you end up grown, and you marry a selfish motherfucker. You end up in a marriage where you're the only one trying to make shit work. Or you end up in a friendship where it's a one-sided friendship and you're the only friend that's trying to make shit work. You're the only friend that's picking up the phone to call. Or in a marriage, you're the only motherfucker that's trying to make shit right. Okay, so again, we have the choice, because we're grown now. We have the choice and the opportunity to say, fuck you and leave. Or fuck you, get out. Like, we don't have to take that shit no more. We can wake up when we want to wake up and go to fucking sleep when we want to go to sleep. Ain't no school bells waking us up unless you still work and you have an alarm that's waking you up. If not, here's where we get to live and make these fucking choices. Except, like I say in so many videos, so many of us let our families hold us back. Not me, I'm gone, I'm in Africa, but I'm saying us as a whole, we let our grandchildren hold us back because we don't want to leave them. We don't know what life will be without them. I was that person. We don't want to move too far from our parents. My mom needs me. My dad needs me. My grandma needs me. Or, but my mom is still alive. So I had thought about that. But luckily, my brother bought her a house next door to his house. And so I didn't have to, worry so much about my mom in Detroit. But yeah, like, I don't know. Or you end up grown, and you marry a selfish motherfucker. You end up in a marriage where you're the only one trying to make shit work. Or you end up in a friendship where it's a one-sided friendship and you're the only friend that's trying to make shit work. You're the only friend that's picking up the phone to call. Or in a marriage, you're the only motherfucker that's trying to make shit right. Okay, so again, we have the choice, because we're grown now. We have the choice and the opportunity to say, fuck you and leave. Or fuck you, get out. Like, we don't have to take that shit no more. We can wake up when we want to wake up and go to fucking sleep when we want to go to sleep. Ain't no school bells waking us up unless you still work and you have an alarm that's waking you up. If not, here's where we get to live and make these fucking choices. Except, like I say in so many videos, so many of us let our families hold us back. Not me, I'm gone, I'm in Africa, but I'm saying us as a whole, we let our grandchildren hold us back because we don't want to leave them. We don't know what life will be without them. I was that person. We don't want to move too far from our parents. My mom needs me. My dad needs me. My grandma needs me. Or, but my mom is still alive, so I had thought about that, but luckily my brother bought her a house next door to his house.
And then
And so I
somewhere
didn't have
along the
to,
way of
worry
all
so much
that
about my mom
madness,
in Detroit.
you
But yeah,
realize that
like,
elementary school's over, middle school's over, high
I don't
school's
know.
over, college is over, and you didn't become a doctor, a lawyer, or Indian chief. You didn't live out your parents' dream. You ended up being a hairdresser because that's what you really wanted to do. But you feel a little shame about it because it's not one of those big old fancy jobs. You know, if you wasn't married at 25, you were an old maid. If you were a man and you didn't have a baby by 30, you were gay. Like what? And then you find yourself on the continent of Africa living your best life. At least that's what you think you're doing. That's what some people think you're doing. And I actually am, for the most part, living my best life. I have some hiccups, some ups and downs, but nothing like I would have had in the U.S. I don't have that same fear and anxiety that I had in the U.S. But what I want you to do is to sit down and think about your own life. Don't think about your son. Don't think about your daughter. Don't think about your grandkids. Or if it's somebody that absolutely cannot live without you, that needs you for some reason, okay, I understand that. But outside of that, you don't want to be one of those people in 10, 15, 20 years that say, I wish I had done this, or I wish I had done that. Just sit there. Yeah. And now, after looking at that beautiful ocean, that beautiful water, now you realize that you're in a wheelchair and you can't get around like you used to. Or you just had a stroke. Things are a little different now. Maybe you have high blood pressure. You feel like you're too fat. Those are the times when you're gonna sit back and wish you had done this. You wish you had eaten that cake. You wish you had gone roller skating and fell. You're gonna sit back and wish, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to wish a goddamn thing. If you find yourself in that wheelchair, get up, because you can still travel. Get on a plane. You can still live. You can still live your life. Okay? I don't want you to think anything is a stop sign for you. Might be some yield signs, but stop signs, nah, we're not accepting those. Nope. I probably told y'all this story before, where I remember I used to always wonder, like, where are old people's families at? Where are these people's families at?
Hold it. I can't hold it. Hold it, my dress.
This is the Pacific Ocean in San Diego, California. This is 2017, August 2017. And the Pacific Ocean seems different from the Atlantic Ocean. At least on the end I'm on in Ghana. But yeah, find your beauty in life. Find your peace in life. Find your space, your zone. I remember, like I was saying in the last little clip, I remember sitting in the parking lot at Food Max, a grocery store in Fresno. And I must have drove my daughter there, somebody there, because I was sitting in the car waiting on them to come out. And this lady pulled up, a van pulled up, and the door opened, and I saw this foot come out of the door. It was an old lady. She had to be, at this time I was like in my 40s. She had to be she looked about 80 or 90. She looked old. It took that lady it seemed like it took her 10 minutes to get out that van. Mind you, it was about 111 degrees outside. And it took her about 10 minutes to get out that van. I was watching her. And then she walked over, she got a buggy. That took her about another 5 minutes. She went in the store and she came out. And that lady had one loaf of bread. She came out in that heat and struggled to get out that van and walked out of the store with one loaf of bread. That's it. And I remember thinking, where is her family? Where are her grandchildren and her great-grandchildren? Because if she was about 80, her kids had to be like 60 something, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I always wonder, like, God, am I going to be that person? No, I'm not. If I'm going to be that person, I'm going to be that person right here on the continent of Africa. I don't even think I want to build on my land, not that much. I think I'm just going to travel. Just travel. Maybe I'll leave here in April and go to Thailand for a while and then go to Vietnam and come back to Ghana later or stop in the U.S. Either way, find your place in life and get up. Let life be about you. Let life be about you. Let life be about you.
Water is excited to see me. I haven't been here in about 4 days. See how excited it is? Hello, if you would like some information on how to get to Ghana, how to plan your trip, or if you would just like to have a conversation, please visit thechemisphere.com. Again, thechemisphere.com to book an appointment. Thank you.